When I was a kid eating shrimp cocktail, it made me feel like an adult, like I was sitting in an elegant restaurant with a white tablecloth.
I can't tell you how many people comment and say, why do you bother leaving the tail on? Because you just have to cut it off.
And I don't want to be at a fancy restaurant being like, here's the tail.
The reason I love shrimp is because it's relatively inexpensive compared to all the other seafood. And it stores really well in the freezer, and it defrosts super quick in your sink.
When I was a kid, shrimp was about the only seafood we ever had. We had fish sticks, which are fish sticks, and then we also had fish and chips sometimes. But everything was breaded and fried, so there didn't seem to be any natural seafood, except for shrimp.
If you don't love shrimp, I always think one of the biggest reasons is you don't like the intestine, that black strip in the back of the shrimp, that kind of poopy tail, as some people call it.
Catherine, poopy tails! Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna let my kids watch this because you know what they're gonna call shrimp now? They're gonna call it poopy tail shrimp.
It seems to me that when you cook whole shrimp and you actually, cook it up nice and pink, I really can't tell the difference. And at that point, I just want to eat.
The recipe that I'm giving you today comes from a good friend of mine. His name is Dr. Barbecue, and he came over this weekend and taught me how to barbecue and grill. We threw some shrimp on the grill, and it was great. It's just an incredible flavor. The recipe that I'm giving you is called grilled shrimp with a chili lime butter. It is amazing. What makes this recipe so incredible is actually the chili lime butter. Simple ingredients, but it just elevates that simple grilled shrimp into something just very elegant.
Okay, Jaden, who is Dr. Barbecue and how can I get him to come cook at my house? Dr. Barbecue? Really?
All right, I'm going to share with you a secret that my mom taught me about shrimp. And when you're prepping shrimp, after you've shelled the shrimp, you're going to soak the shrimp in a bowl of salty iced water. What that's going to do is that the ice is actually going to firm up the shrimp, so it becomes perfectly tender shrimp that tastes incredibly fresh when you first bite into it. The other thing is the salt acts as a quick brine for the shrimp to just give it a little bit more flavor.
I love your mother's tip for brining shrimp. I've never done that. It's a fantastic tip. Mother does know best. My recipe is super fast and easy because it's a chop, dump, and stir. You chop up the ingredients, you dump them in a bowl, and you stir it up. It's really fast. It's a shrimp and hearts of palm ceviche. For those of you who don't know what a ceviche is, it's usually raw fish that has been cooked with lime juice, the acid of the lime juice. If you don't want to eat raw fish, totally understand. Cooked shrimp is a perfect replacement. I'm known amongst a lot of my friends and family for making this dish, and they always ask me to bring it to parties. It looks so fancy and gourmet, but it's really easy.
I love how you made this incredibly healthy salad with shrimp, and here I am telling people to slather butter all over their shrimp. So at least we've got one unhealthy recipe and we've got one healthy recipe from you, so that's wonderful.
When I was a kid eating shrimp cocktail, it made me feel like an adult, like I was sitting in an elegant restaurant with a white tablecloth and pulling one shrimp out of the other with a teeny tiny fork and like the little pinky extended. I don't eat it that way now, but I have found that shrimp cocktail still makes me feel like a kid who wants to be an adult. I don't really like bottled shrimp cocktails anymore because the fresh taste of your own shrimp cocktail, you just can't beat it. And it's so much easier to make than you think. It's ketchup, Tabasco, lemon juice, lemon zest, and then both prepared horseradish and raw horseradish for that little bit of bite.
I love it. I've never thought about putting lemon zest in shrimp cocktail sauce. My trick, which sounds like yours, is the fresh horseradish. It makes shrimp cocktail sauce.
I think my kids are going to love the way I'm going to make your shrimp cocktail. We each have food memories, and I wonder what the food memories for our kids are going to be. And hopefully this is, the shrimp cocktail with the little dangling tails around the parfait glass will be one that my kids will remember when they grow older too.
I'll show you how to make these recipes and more at goodbite.com.